Hi there, this is SEO Rants with Josh Bachynski, and I am not Josh Bachynski. My name is Melissa, known as So Me Girl on Twitter, and I'm here today to talk to you about social. So instead of an SEO rant, we're going to have a social media chat. Not so much into ranting as much as Josh is. So my topic for today is getting traffic from social media. People often ask if it's worth investing in social media, given that social media takes time, and they're wondering about the ROI. So the answer is yes, you definitely want to invest in social media, but of course I would say that being a social media girl. The thing is, Google has mentioned in numerous recent videos that social signals are important. Google uses social for SEO ranking and will probably do so more in the future, and social can be a legitimate channel of traffic on its own. So if you can get social going, you don't have to rely on Google as heavily or at all, depending on what your situation is. So what do you not want to do when you go on social, which is the typical thing people do, is they log on to all these accounts and then they just start talking about themselves. What social isn't is you don't want to market and sell. Talking about yourself or your business is going to be lost in the sea of voices. Thousands of people are doing that. And quite frankly, nobody cares or has the time. Not that your company is not lovely, but people are busy. So you can post memes and funny things, and that gets a little bit of traction, but not nearly enough to be a legitimate channel. So unless your brand is college humor, posting your own memes and viral videos, it's probably not worth doing that. And what the big thing you want to do is join a culture. Big brands create their own culture. It's a daunting task and you don't have to do that, but we can learn from them. Instead, you want to find a conversation or culture to join. So a culture is something that people are engaged in. They're active in it, they're passionate about it, and they typically support other members of their culture. Typically, this is a political topic or a community devoted to an idea. So there's tons of different cultures you can join. It's just simply off, thinking quickly, food and diet groups, they're huge into stuff, pet-related groups, political groups, fitness issues, hobbies, anything like that is a culture that has potential customers in it. And so the rules I would say for it is it has to be a group that has an issue that is going to talk about something, or just be a group of people that are really passionate about things. I know that people really love French bulldogs, and when you find a group of those people, they just go nuts. So if you could sell to them, if you have something for dogs, that's great. You can also search the top hashtags in Twitter and Google and that, with the caveat that you investigate and actually learn what the hashtag is about. It's just as important to learn what the group is about. There's been a few embarrassing mistakes in the social media world where someone thought the acronym or initialism stood for something it didn't and started marketing and made some mistakes there. So you have to do good research. You want to make sure that you aren't picking a popular side to an issue, because there's going to be less people to sell to, of course. And you want to speak intelligently about it and make friends in that culture. So just figure out what they're about. Along that lines, don't pick something that you don't personally have at least some slight interest in, or even worse, pick something that you feel you're on the total opposite of the side. This usually occurs in political issues, because you won't be able to do it effectively, and you'll start hating social media and people will smell it pretty quickly. So it's best if the issue is or group is related to your industry, and that the people, because those people are the most likely potential customers. But even if it's unrelated to your industry, if you can find something to join in, they're still potential customers. You just join and start talking. So I have a case study for an example for each day. One of my clients has an affiliate skincare cream. Think typical spammy affiliate, nothing particularly special here. We started a campaign for them and joined the body positive self-love culture. Since this is a skincare cream geared towards women, the body positive group, if you don't know about it, is very much into women accepting who they are and loving each other, and a lot of very positive type movement, and these people really do tend to support each other. So we started posting memes and articles related to and of interest to the group, as well as, and here's the important part, engaging in conversations and activity of that community on various social channels. If you don't engage with them and you're just posting things, you might still get some traction with your hashtags, but actually talking to them is what really drives it. So nothing else was done during the campaign in relation to signals and ranking. The social signals went up slightly, as well the organic traffic went up, presumably from people searching us, but the surprising thing is the direct traffic also increased. So I'm just going to show you a quick graph. So you can see that the direct traffic went up in January, right when we started our campaign, and a great portion of that increase is on mobile devices. We're guessing this is because we chose an interesting sounding name for the social accounts that appealed to this particular group, which was an obvious skin cream name with a skin cream looking model, and because we chose a relevant culture to join, which we've been actively engaged in. And because we're active in that culture, they wanted to check us out. So again, there's a variety of reasons you would see this. The link may not work on a certain device. We've seen Twitter links not work for on certain mobile devices, particularly some newer ones. It could be that the link goes to a 301 forward or a JavaScript redirect. And it could be people just saw the name, copy and pasted it, or typed it in independently from whatever channel they were actually engaging in at that time. So you might not see social traffic in your analytics, but rather direct traffic. Another exciting thing about this specific case study for all of us is that the conversion rate went up 10% that month. Presumably, we don't know, but presumably because the culture members were more engaged and knew who the entity was. You tend to buy stuff from your friends. You tend to buy from people you trust. So that also highlights you need to brand your social accounts in a way that labels what you do and piques curiosity. For example, with the affiliate skincare site, we use the name of the skincare company, so it likely piqued people's interest and they clicked through or typed in the site or searched and checked us out. So again, we were expecting the social and organic to go up when we started the campaign. What we were not expecting was the direct traffic on mobile. Again, it could be due to a quirk in Twitter. We tried clicking through ourselves, but it didn't work. Or the 301 URL shorteners. They may register as direct, even though they shouldn't, but it could be a problem with analytics. So we're not sure why it went up, but it did, along with the organic. And the idea here being that more people were searching. So go look for a culture to join. The areas may not jump out at you right away, and you may not immediately have a culture just sitting in your head, but if you give it some thought, you'll find one. I'm sure you'll find one, and you can start building up traffic from social. So I hope you enjoyed this video. In upcoming videos, I'm going to talk about the culture of influencers and what that is. It's exciting, and how to get your biggest bang for your buck. I'll also show you different social channels that I use, along with some tips and tricks that can help you out there. So to end this chat, remember that social isn't marketing or selling directly or obviously, it's making friends, and social does take time to build up, but it can be really exciting when it does. If you have any questions or want to talk to me more about social media, feel free to reach out on Twitter. My Twitter account is @2somegirl. So again, that's @2 SOMEGIRL. Or you can drop me an email at melissabachynski@gmail.com. So thanks for joining me. I'm Somi Girl, and wishing you lots of +1s and likes today.